Yeah, confidence is good. That comes, I suppose, with performances, and performance usually comes with results. There's been a lot of good over the last 2 weeks. Obviously, like everything, there's room for improvement. We're starting to get a few players back. Got a few players back over the last 2 weeks. We'll get a few players back this week, hopefully, and on for the next few weeks as well. So, and that just breeds competition, and when guys are in competition to get onto the pitch and get their places, that usually brings the best out in people. So yeah, it hasn't been absolutely perfect, but it's definitely, we're moving in the right direction. And I think even after the break, we identified a couple of areas that we probably needed to improve on, and that's been coming to fruition at the moment as well. So yeah, there's been good steps forward, and there's a great energy, a great buzz, and we're starting to get, I suppose, that bit of a feel-good factor back around the place. Absolutely, and then credit to the lads that have been there and probably have had to lift a lot over the last number of months. The likes of Stephen Archer and John Ryan, and have been very good for us in terms of performance, and I suppose again just having that competitiveness back, and being able to look after players as well. When you have a bit of depth in each position, you can look after guys. And it's something we have done over the last few weeks. It's something we look at over the next few weeks as well. So to have the likes of Ollie and Dave Kilcoyne back is huge, absolutely. Well, I've signed up for 2 years to be the attack coach, and then obviously the head coach role will be something that the club will make a decision on over the next, as the club have been, I suppose, very clear on. They're not rushing into anything because they got to get it right. And I think everyone respects that. But look, my name is in the pot, if you want to say it that way, along with a lot of other, I'm sure, good coaches as well. So as I said, time will probably tell. They changed a few around last weekend. I would imagine they'll go quite strong and quite deep against us, looking at what they have the following week, which is a top 14 game against Bordeaux. They've a team obviously at home. They haven't been beaten all season. They've taken a lot of good scalps in terms of Racing, La Rochelle, Toulouse. So they have been, and they will be, a formidable team at home, whoever plays for them. But if you look at, I suppose, their side last week, they've left maybe some of their starters on the bench. I'd imagine with a view to putting a team to obviously win their home game, and lead them back into the top 14 the following week. It's game by game, where we look to kind of, I suppose, reset when we come back from the break. We're just looking to push on, looking to get players back, and I think in terms of our direction over the last number of weeks, we've been going in the right direction. And I think this weekend, the second game in, we'll I won't say it'll tell a lot, but it's a huge game, a very, very, very big game, a challenging game. We know what they're like. Obviously, Castres like at home. They haven't been beaten there this season, obviously, and they know what's in it for them as well. They can get a win, and what 2 wins in this competition can do. It can potentially get you through. So, in terms of where we want to go week by week, but look, it's a competition that's massively important to Munster, and always has been. And as I said, it was probably, if we're to be honest, there was a bit of disappointment over that over the last 2 years, and we'll take it in terms of match by match and see where we go. But it's definitely up in the high on our agenda. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I obviously still learned a lot and worked a lot in camp on my game and stuff. But yeah, it was exciting, especially being back in Thomond Park as well. It was nice getting out in the pitch with the lads, and obviously picking up a bonus point was unreal as well. Yeah, I think lads are buzzing, to be honest, and with rugby, like, you can't really stay still for too long. Like, you have to constantly be moving forward and into the next job. So I think lads are just looking forward to doing that. So I suppose, the last 2 results have been good for us, and hopefully we can just keep building momentum in the next few games, because all the next few games for us are massively important. Yeah, I naturally want to start well in the Champions Cup, because it's not that it relieves pressure, but it kind of does in the same way. Like, you want to give yourself the best chance to be qualifying, and when you start well, you can kind of feel a bit more confident, and I suppose not be chasing scores in games, or we need a bonus point, and that's why it's class. Obviously, we got the full amount of points there that we needed at the weekend, and yeah, it's a good start. I think he's class, to be honest. I think he really suits us. He's a real calm, collected kind of lad, but also gives us enough confidence to back ourselves when we see a picture, and really go for it. So, he'll never give out to you for if you think you've seen something and you make a mistake or whatever. So I kind of love that, to be honest, because something I want to bring more into my game. I'll back myself a bit more. So he's a good lad to keep pushing me on.